Hello everyone and welcome to my channel Metalsmith Wizard. Please like and subscribe. A lot of pieces here, some are ongoing projects and some are pieces that I finished. This is going to be quite an interesting video. It covers a lot of different areas working with metal, so please bear with me. I'm going to work from the top here and I'll just work my way around. So, and focus here at the moment is rocks, and these rocks is iron ore, which iron is made out of, and they go into the smelt and they're smelted at the bottom into iron, and that's called, when it's smelted at the bottom, it's called the bloom. I think I had the furnace lit up, the smelt, in one of my previous videos. So that's your iron ore there. Some iron ore is magnetic, some is not. So these are little pieces that I've made, and they're just little hooks really, with a little twist in them. And the one far right is a railroad spike. Quite a good piece here I've made as well for the sort of intermediate blacksmith. Again, it's a hook, and just pointing here, it's riveted. Makes a nice, so there's nothing well that it's all handmade, blacksmith made, and it's quite a nice piece. Just coming over a bit there, that's a rose that I've made, and that's made out of lead. You can also make them out of steel and copper. You just do your design onto bits of let's say cardboard, and you start bigger, weir, and then you just put it onto your lead, thin metal, 1 mil, maybe 2, or copper, and you cut around it with the appropriate tool. Okay, moving swiftly along. We have here horseshoes that I make. Some of these are made. The real big one that you see there is one that I'm making basically in memory of the world famous Shire horse, which was named Samson. If you Google the name Shire horse Samson, you will see the picture. This horse was huge. This particular horseshoe would have been the dimensions of the horse's hoof. It's not finished obviously yet. I will be showing it on a later video. Now Samson, my understanding, Samson stood 21.5 hands tall, so he was you know, an absolute monster of a horse. Beautiful horse. There we have a couple of just bottle openers there, and again with a nice little twist and decorative edge. Again, something that the beginner blacksmith wouldn't have a problem making. It's a nice piece that I've made. It's a ship anchor, and I'm making quite a large one at the moment. It will appear on my channel in the future, but again, something for maybe the intermediate blacksmith, maybe advanced blacksmith could make. And again, there's nothing to stop a beginner blacksmith having a go at this piece as well. I'll be showing how to make them in a later video of mine. Just want to touch on some tools that us blacksmiths use. We make most of our tools, and these are for bending round bar, square bar. So you just put this part here with my hands on and the vise, and you'd put your bar on like this, and you would bend it, or you'd bend it around the other way. So it's just what we call a jig. And again, that's another jig that I made as well, welded up. Very similar, if not identical, to the one that I've shown previously. Spanners, I want to talk about them. Blacksmiths use them a lot for doing the twists, which I'm going to come on to later. I would advise, if you're twisting, let's say a square bar, you would put, let's say you would attach this way to the bar, and then this one the other way round. So basically you have a hand here on the bar or on the wrench, and you would have a hand here, and then you would twist clockwise or anti-clockwise, whatever the sort of twist that you were doing. So if you put the one wrench in, you have one wrench on the piece, you have less control, and it bends, and then you have to put it over a log then, and hammered with a leather mallet to straighten the piece up. But you can twist them quite straight if you use the two wrench process. In view here is a monkey wrench, and again I've doctored where I welded a bar onto the side there, and I would grip this side and I would grip this side. Again, the monkey wrench could twist bar from anywhere really. I normally twist a bigger bar with it, anywhere from 12 right up to 50 mil square 50 mil square bar I've twisted. Anything over that becomes a bit of a challenge, and you would have to put let's say a pipe here and a pipe here for leverage, and maybe get an individual this side and you this side, and you would use the pipes for leverage. Moving on, we have our various blacksmiths for holding the metal. We have one, we have two, and I'm pretty sure I have another one, smaller one made somewhere. I just have that much going on here on this table. Bear with me. Point out here, this is another one that I have here, and again it twists anything up to it's a blacksmith's twisting device. Twist anything up to about 12 mil, possibly could do 14 on it. And again, you can hold it here, and you hold it here. You adjust here accordingly, and this is where your bar would come in. This part in the middle here, just focus in, could be for twisting round bar. You can see that. So these pieces here are going to be twisted. I'm just going to go to the top work surface here first, and I'll cover these. I'll come back to here. So these have appeared on my channel before, and it's a ram's head poker, and the one beside it there is a snake, and it's done with a farrier's rasp, and the scales is the rasping part that would file the horse's hoof before you would shoe the horse. Again, makes a nice feature for the scales. This particular twist here, I cut into each side of the square bar with a grinder. You can also do it with a chisel. Heat the bar up and chisel it, working it hot. So I personally grind it into each end, but 2 mils, 4 sides, and then when I twist it, it makes a very, very decorative twist, and you can just see at the very top there. If I get to zoom in, you can see where it's grounded in just that little bit. You don't have to do that. You can just twist it. Ram's head. I'll be doing a video how to do ram's head, how to do bull head, cow heads, really anything really. Skulls again, and I'll be showing how to do that in another video. That's a snail that I made, and that was made out of a horseshoe. Came out well. This is a cross that I made, a sundial cross, and I riveted in the middle there with a copper rivet. And then the other wee rivets, if I can zoom in, are just little steel rivets, but the one in the middle represents a sun. That's out of copper. Now it was all that hammer effect look, but even indoors where this cross is kept, you get little rust spots on it, and sometimes I would just spray them. But you can also beeswax your item, heat it up a little bit with oxyacetylene, put the beeswax on. I'll be demonstrating that in a future video. Or you can use lacquer spray. You can use various oils as well. A couple of little acorns that I've made, they're going to be in a decorative piece. Little pieces as well that I've made, they're going to be for candle holders. Let's go to the twists here. I'm making a key ring at the moment with various twists. There's going to be about 40 twists on the actual key ring. So if anybody was looking, like, let's say handmade gits or whatever, and you were explaining the twists, rather than showing a magazine, you can show the particular twists on a big large key ring. So the pieces have to be drilled at the top to so the ring can go through them. There'll be the larger bits on the larger keyring, the smaller bits will be a smaller keyring. But I think that it'll look well, and it'll be appearing on my channel when I'm finished. So I just want to go standard twist, barley twist. I've cut into these each side, and you can see there the difference. There's a cube twist. I've explained to my channel previous how to do that, and I'll be demonstrating in the forge in the coming weeks and months how to do that particular twist. Beside the icy cube, it's dice twist actually. That's a dice, and you can actually hammer in the dice, heat the piece up, and you can hammer in the 1 to 6 on the faces to give it that little bit more of effect if you wish to do so. This is a nice piece here, square bar. I'll just point it. There we go. And this piece was done by grinding to each face of a square bar, and that's a 20 mil square bar. Could be even 25. I think it's yeah, I think that is 25 mil. Same with the cube twist. But anyway, you grind in 4 lines on one face, and then the additional 3 faces. So you have the 4 faces of the square, and you grind 3 lines, as you can see there, and focus. So there's 3 lines on each face of the square bar, and then twist. And I would hope you would agree, it makes an amazing twist. It really looks well. This is another twist, just a tight twist again. It looks well. This is our cube twist here. I can just zoom in, and I think I talked about it in the previous channel. I showed it cut out the metal again. I will be demonstrating that twist with various others in future videos. Another interesting twist, and again another twist is a tight twist. This is a decorative twist here. It looks well. And then this is what you call a basket twist. And I'll be showing you, I have a piece of metal cut out somewhere here on this surface, and I'll be showing you how to cut into the faces to do that particular twist. It's open basket twist, and it's beautiful. And I just want to point out, if I can, there we go, that these and the one on the top, these are called scarfs in blacksmithing, and I just put those little scarfs on that. So you would scarf a lot of your pieces, especially scroll work, gate work, or whatever. It makes a lovely decorative finish. Again, a couple of more twists. At the back here, we have 2 large back plates. Those black plates have been cut out with my plasma cutter, and there's going to be handles, twisted handles go on them, and you can see there each piece there's 4 holes, 2 countersunk ones at top and bottom, and then there's bigger holes there. Don't know if you can see quite, but they are 4 mil, 5 mil bigger, and they're gonna hold the it's gonna be a mortise tenant square bar that goes into them. I'm gonna TIG weld it at the back, but there'll be no weld on show. And then I'm gonna mortise tenant into the twisted bar, which will be the part of the door opener that you open. And then there's going to be an end sticking out a little bit proudly, and then it'll be hammered. It'll be hit up with the accenting cutter and hammered, and it'll have that nice riveted effect. I would show that bit by bit as I make it up, and then the finished piece. It's a bit harder to describe if you don't work at metal to take it on board. I hope I've done justice, but I don't want to over explain. It's best to describe quickly, briefly, and then show you the middle process of the piece and the finished piece. These have appeared on my channel before, and they're just little decorative basket holders for the garden. Zooming in there, you can see the nice feathered edge of them, and that's each side. And then I drew out the bar and twisted it, and they're heavy duty. They look well rather than the cheap ones that you would buy in home stores, etc. And they're just made out of 6 mil square bar, maybe 8 mil, but they're very cheaply made up. This is heavy duty. Don't know if the picture does it justice, but they look a lot better and they're handmade. Okay, just zooming out, and I'm gonna just in view there where my fingers point at these twists, and they're spiked at the bottom. And if I work my way up, these are lovely campfire stands, what I've talked about before, and you can throw them in the back of your car, camper van, whatever. They're not that big, and if you're cooking outside, they work a treat like. And I'll be doing a wee camping video just using these in the future, but something the Dentamediate blacksmith could make, and they're a nice addition, I would think. Just got up here with scrolls again. I put my jigs, I make my own scrolls. Heat them up, the bar, flat bar around my jig, and bend them. I'll be showing that in a future video. I can just see an interesting piece here. Yeah, here. This is just the little walking stick that I made out of, and I done the decorative effect in my forge, and going down to the bottom of the walking stick. Just thought it looked quite well. It was just a little light bulb idea, and I made it in my forge. Just moving up the hand, I've made a few of these before. I've made fists, I've made open hands. You've seen it in previous videos. This is another one that's going to be a closed fist hand, and this is going to come in for the wrist. This is going to be closed over. The knuckles, I will use the top of rivets for the knuckles. They'll be TIG welded on, and then they'll be grinded smooth. And if I got any little rivets, I just want to look around just bear with me here. I'm sort of double hand here. I'm reaching for a rivet. There we go. There's a rivet there. So you can see that would maybe be for the bigger knuckle, and then smaller rivets. Just a little idea. So that's a hand, and it's going to appear on one of these 25mm twisted bars, and then it's going to have a bottom plate here on the ground. This part here will have the fist. It'll be a beautiful piece, and I will show it at a future date on my channel. So that's the open hand, and if I just move that away, because I've so much going on here and there's so much I want to discuss. This is the bar. Again, it's 25mm bar, and you can see the way where I've cut in the 4 faces of the bar. Now, when I would twist that one way, and then heat it up again, and then twist it the other way, so I'll twist it clockwise for the standard barley twist, and then I would heat it up again, and then twist it anti-clockwise. That gives me my open basket twist, which is there, which I'm pointing to, and that's the way to do that particular twist. So, and then you can drill on, you don't have to, but you can drill on this face and the adjacent face. Again, it gives you a little marker where you can grind up to. This is a little bit of angle iron. Again, I'll cut on here, flatten down, cut on here, flat down. It looks well when it's twisted as well. These is rivets, which the blacksmith we attach bar to. So you could have bar married up, square bar, and we use rivets. In this process here, there's 2 rivets. There's another hole there for a third. I'm going to twist this bar for a decorative effect with the rivets in it, and it makes another lovely twist. Another idea is you don't have to rivet it, just use your holes, and when you twist the bar sort of collapses on about the twist, and again it looks a very interesting twist. I want to touch on welding here for the guys that are into welding. This is a corner joint here, 10mm bar. Zoom in there, you can see full penetration, and I'll be showing that's done stick on my channel That's overhead. That's an overhead. Quite difficult. Like you need to be an advanced welder to do that. I want to touch on aluminium, little pipe to plate, and that's done. TIG, and that's the AC, the AC/DC. When you're welding aluminium, it's done in AC, and you have to use the balancer. I put my balance at 10, but I'll be making videos on TIG, Meg and Stick in the future, and I'll be demonstrating. Now, I just want to say to my viewers, I will be using my Instagram reels, and I'll be editing my videos. I'm just learning here. I'm a work in progress here, so bear with me. I'm new to YouTube, but my videos will get a lot better, and they'll be a lot better edited in the future. So I just want to put that down. This is another piece here. Again, this is flat plate, I should say, 10 mil. And if you look, zoom in on the welds, that's what we call three welds just overlapping. We call that in the business stringer beads. And at the side, you can test for. You can do your acid test on those. I have some, I think it might appear in my video, the acid test. You can do brake as well. You can brake with the weld, brake test, and you can brake against, and on the 100%. So you're looking for 100% penetration there on that, and it's neat and tidy. So I'll just put that down one moment. Copper bar here. This is an 8mm copper bar. Why have I touched on that? Basically, I want to touch on, again, welding. This is 10mm plate. These grooves can be done with oxyacetylene cutter, or they can be done by a grinder. They're 30mm bevels. So if I was to weld this piece, I would use my little spacers, and I would get like a little 2-3mm space, like so, and I would weld, and at the back of the weld I'd be looking at 100% penetration. So we trick to guarantee that us welders use. We would put the copper bar down, we would put the weld, this is a butt weld, up like that, and it'd be just clamped down with obviously a couple of wee G clamps. And we put the weld, and copper and mild steel is not compatible, so the copper will not weld. So you can also use mild steel backing plate. We call it a backing plate, but this is a copper backing plate. And the weld, it'll just be a nice, neat weld on the back, and it'll be guaranteed 100% penetration. So that's a wee bit, just a wee trick, thought I would point that out. This, again, is a bigger version of the back plates, and these are going to go out in a big shade. They're quite heavy duty. 10mm there, that shows it up, but this piece has to be all grinded and cleaned up. It's just cut out yesterday with the oxyacetylene cutter, and I'll be showing that process on my channel in the video shorts. I've it marked out again. This with the screws with the countersunk, and then this will be the mortise and tenon, and again mortise and tenon. This one's not drilled out yet, so these are work in progress. That's just a little bending fork there as well for bending pipe. I'll be demonstrating that again, made by myself. Bending pipe, or so, should I say bending bar round pipe, and you can, this is quite a large one, you can get small ones, basically whatever you need. Like blacksmiths have numerous those particular little forks in their workshop. A little Bowie knife that I've made. It's not finished. It has to be buffed up. It has to be buffed up, and there's about 2, maybe 3 hours work left in this particular Bowie. But I do make blades as well. But this Bowie knife, there's bits of grain. It's not near sharpened yet. It has to be done on the sharpening stones, and it buffed up, cleaned up. I'll be showing when this particular Bowie is finished on my channel. This is quite a long bar, 25mm. I have to say what I'm going to use it for. There's a various number of twists in this bar. I'll be showing a future video what I'm going to do with this particular bar. Just want to come over here again. I've touched on these scrolls, marking my jig. These bars here, if you can see underneath, they're marked out and they're all different twists that I will be doing in the future. And again, there's going to be the basket twist, as you see, where it's cut in on both faces the whole way through. And at this time round I didn't. It's optional, drilling the little gate holes. Just depends how good you are with a grinder, really. Little bar here, and it's just cut. I should say drilled. Not too fancy. They don't have to be perfect. There's a little one there. It's just a little couple of mil out, but there's going to be twisted, so it didn't really matter. I didn't spend much time eyeing them up. And then it's drilled in a little bit at the side. That bar is going to be twisted, so you just need to be creative with your twists. And before I forget, actually, I nearly missed this. This is an interesting twist here, and it's one that I sort of made up myself. I'm pretty sure there's other blacksmiths thought of it, but I haven't seen a lot about them. I've chatted to a couple of blacksmiths and they never heard. It's called fish scale twist. And how I done that, I done the 3 lines on the 18mm round bar, cut in, as you can see, 1, 2, 3, equal spaces. So there's 3. If it was a bigger bar, let's say 25 mil round, you would maybe do the 4. But 3 was just spaced out lovely. And then what I done then, I marked in just a little round, spaced them. And then I cut in at an angle. And then I suppose like there. So 2 faces of the round bar, I cut it at an angle. Again, so there, the 3 faces of the round bar. So you can see there where I cut in. Just hold it in the vise. Cut in at an angle and cut in. Now to twist this round bar, this is another one that I haven't managed to cut out yet. It'll be the same as this. To grip this in the vise, I would recommend that you square this off. So you can square it off with a grinder, square it off in the forge or whatever. It's quite a simple process to do. And then at the other end here as well, to get the wrench onto it, or a particular bender, the former that you're using, you would square that off as well. When this is twisted, it's lovely, and it'll be appearing in my channel in future. Twist. It's a lovely twist. It's called the fish scale twist. This is a twist that I talked about earlier, the finished. You can see the 4 sides that are lines cut straight, and if I zoom across, that's the piece finished. It absolutely makes a stunning twist. So that's that. Again, this is Dragon Tail twist, and again beside it. So basically you cut on your 4 lines, 1, 2, 3, 4. You do your V's. You can see the way I have that marked out. And again, the other face. And then that's just the way it goes on the other sides. But these are the 2 parts that you cut into. And you mark it all out. As I say, mark it all down here with a marker, just so you can see your guide. We are cutting into it. So these are dragon's tail twists, and they look lovely twists. Just want to go on here to these particular S twists, and again for camping, for holding cups, mugs in the kitchen, pots and pans. You can make all shapes that you want, from round bar, square bar, big, small. See, quite a tight twist there, quite a tight. This is square bar here, and S twist, round bar, long S, and zooming in, you can see all the little different twists that I've done. Really, really decorative. And again, I was showing these on my video, a camper stands, and that the top's sort of blocked here a bit, but there you can imagine a a chain. If I got a chain, yeah, I have a little bit of chain attached to one of them. Attaches here when these are all married up, and then the little hooks come down. So whatever height you'd want your pot or your little kettle with the coffee or tea in it, whatever above the fire, you can just adjust with the little S hooks. Little pieces there, and they're forged. There's two little handles to go on them yet, and they will be for the likes of bedroom chests, where you would store blankets and stuff in, and they would just be at the side, just basically with the little handles, so you could lift it and move it around. Little piece that I cut out with the oxyacetylene cutter. Again, I showed these twists. I've showed the acorns. I've showed the cross. Just want to make sure. There's another little pair of holders there that I've made. You can see that. So we make all our own, and I would recommend beginner, intermediate, blacksmiths start making their own. Some of the stuff's very advanced, some of it's intermediate, some of it could be done by the beginner, but as I say, just stick at it. Having do an outward view, you can just see there's a lot of stuff, all handmade, and I just want to come up here again. This is wheels that I've done, little decorative scrolls, little sea scrolls that I made on my jig. Little decorative piece, what I pressed. I'm going to use these for wheels at the side of a cannon I'll be making in the future. I have two of those made, and I'll be showing you. Obviously it'll be cannon, won't be fire, and it won't be bored. It'll just be a decorative cannon for someone's garden, and I'll be showing that at a future date. Oh yeah, there's always so much going on here. That's a piece there. It's a billet of Damascus steel, and I'll be making Damascus swords and daggers, bowie knives in the future. How you make Damascus steel is you would cut this your billet into, let's say, 4 bits, or obviously it'll be longer, 8 bits. Weld them together, bit of rebar coming off them, the little cube that you'd have made, into the fire, or the propane. Heat it up, take it out, put it with your heavy duty hammer, hammer it down flat, cut it again, build your cube up. So basically you're folding the steel, folding the steel, folding the steel, and if you want interesting designs, you can see all little steel, folds of steel into my Damascus steel. You can twist your steel, you can offset your steel. There's so much to do. Samurai swords could have something like 100, or sorry, I must quote myself, 1,000, 2,000 folds of steel in them, and they're just world renowned, like, But that's a samurai. This is just a billet there, and it's just a little bit of Damascus that I made in the workshop just to demonstrate what Damascus steel is, and I'll be showing how that's done at a future date in my workshop. So just one final zoom out, and oh yeah, I just want to touch, this is a little piece here, and it goes up. It's just basically for a wall, and I zoom in. 2 ram's head candle holders, little candle holder, and this appeared on my channel before as well, and why not, it can appear again. And it's a Gothic candle holder, castle, sort of would look well in a Harry Potter setting, I think. Quite decorative. And just scroll down quickly, zoom in. I sign off all my bigger work with my punch, my logo, and of course a mouse, and that's a little mouse which running up the candle holder, freestanding candle holder, and that goes on my bigger pieces. And all my bigger pieces I would put my mouse, again forged in the forge, twist, decorative, straight down to the bottom, again decorative finish. and it's a nice piece. I've made several of these. One I made before it appears in a video, and it was powder dipped. So just move it up there slowly again, up, 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 and the little roses again, which I was talking about. Again, they're all handmade. Everything, open baskets, handmade. Everything on this particular piece is handmade, and when the little candles are lit up in a done room, they look beautiful. This is not where I would put this stand. It's just there for the video at the moment, but you can imagine two of them at each side of two big doors in a castle, Harry Potter setting. It would look well and certainly wouldn't look out of place. So just back here for one last look. So there's so much you can do, and this is just the top of the iceberg of some of my pieces, ongoing and finished projects. And I hope you liked the video. So just zoom in, give my viewers a final look. Yeah, I just want to touch on these bars. 25mm bar twisted. Two ways to twist it. You can heat it up with the oxyacetylene. Too long a twist to put in the forge. Heat it up with the oxyacetylene, and then twist. And to keep the twist even, you would then put a cooler here, like a blowing air. You'd from your workshop, blow air, cool the piece down. So you just keep the twist, because it won't twist even. Then heat it up again, blow air, and twist this part. Heat up again, twist this part, blow air, heat it up again, and twist the final part. Or another way, what I do, and this is the way that I prefer, is I just heat it up with the oxyacetylene, twist, and then let it cool down, heat it up again, and twist, heat it up again, twist, let it cool down, heat up again, twist, heat up again, twist, and make sure all my twists are even. It's not easy to do that. It's for an experienced blacksmith. I wouldn't recommend any novice or even intermediate blacksmith to have a go at that. It's quite difficult to get the twists as neat and as even. So just again, final recap on the video. And with that said, folks, please like and subscribe. Have a nice day or night. Depends what part of the world you're watching. And goodbye.